Some gangsters made the news, others made the movies, but only a few managed to do both and live forever on screen, from cold-blooded killers to charming masterminds. These portrayals prove that truth really is stranger and cooler than fiction. Buckle up for bullets, betrayal, and big-screen brilliance. This is the top 20 movie versions of real-life gangsters.
After I kidnap your granddaughter, rip her guts out and send them to you in a fucking
Number 20. Mickey Cohen, Gangster Squad, 2013.
My dog, Mickey Jr. He shits more trouble than you're gonna give me.
Sean Penn transforms into Los Angeles' most feared and flashy mobster. Known for his violent rise to power, Mickey Cohen is presented here with more style than subtlety. It's a pulpy portrayal, more comic book than documentary, but still rooted in the real man's reputation for brutality and flair.
The God, Mitch. So you might as well swear to me.
Number 19. Frank Lucas, American Gangster, 2007.
Okay, I am Frank Lucas and I live on the eastern seaboard of the United States.
Denzel Washington takes command of the screen as Harlem drug kingpin Frank Lucas. The real Lucas smuggled heroin from Southeast Asia in U.S. military coffins. Denzel plays him with an eerie, calm, and calculated charm that elevates this story from a crime flick to a true cinematic experience. Number 18. Tony Montana, Scarface, 1983.
All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Do you understand?
Though technically fictional, Tony Montana's character is heavily inspired by real Cuban-American crime figures. Al Pacino's legendary performance, complete with that wild accent and even wilder ambition, gave us one of the most quotable anti-heroes ever.
Bogart, they scared me. That teach me to talk.
Say hello to my little friend might as well be carved into pop culture's Mount Rushmore.
What you think you fucking with, man? I don't even better!
Number 17. Bugsy Siegel, Bugsy, 1991.
Did you think you could get away with it? Did you think you could steal from me? From Maya Lansky, Charlie Luciano?
Warren Beatty captures the fire and fury of Benjamin Bugsy Siegel, the visionary who helped build Las Vegas. The film romanticizes Siegel's passion for the City of Lights, but also shows his short fuse and longer criminal resume. It's glitzy, dangerous, and a touch tragic, just like Bugsy himself.
Worrying about Hank. I figured I wouldn't marry him because he is a regular guy.
Number 16. Joey Gallo, The Irishman, 2019.
I never waited for anyone who was late more than 10 minutes in my life.
Sebastian Maniscalco gives a short but unforgettable performance as Crazy Joe Gallo, a mobster with a flair for the dramatic and a reputation for unpredictability. Gallo was known for throwing birthday parties for himself and bringing chaos wherever he went. In The Irishman, that manic energy is on full display. Number 15. George Jung, Blow, 2001.
Daddy's a fuck-up.
Johnny Depp plays the man who helped usher in America's cocaine explosion. George Jung went from beach bum to cartel VIP, and Depp delivers the roller coaster ride with heartbreaking charisma.
You like to count?
On the plane.
What fucking plane?
What makes it wild? Jung actually consulted on the film and later returned to jail shortly after its release.
Constantly, whether you were right or wrong, someone to open each and every door, but it ain't me, babe, huh?
Number 14. Maya Lansky, 2021.
When you lose your health, you lose something. When you lose your character, you lose everything.
Harvey Keitel dives into the quieter but equally dangerous world of the mafia's financial genius. Lansky wasn't a street-level thug, he was a strategist. The movie is more of a character study than a shoot-'em-up, but it shows how deadly intelligence can be.
I taught my associates that there are benefits, cost benefits.
Number 13, Tony Spilotro, Casino, 1995.
What happened to the fucking tough guy told my friend stick it up his fucking ass, huh?
Joe Pesci's Nicky Santoro is a stand-in for the real Tony Spilotro, a Chicago enforcer sent to watch over Vegas operations. Pesci is like a lit fuse, volatile, loud, and always seconds away from going off. The real Spilotro met a brutal end, and the movie doesn't hold back.
Take this stiff and pound it up your fucking ass. Hit me again.
Number 12, Pablo Escobar, Loving Pablo, 2017.
You laugh like on your show. You are so relaxed on TV. How do you do that? Do you think I could ever do?
Javier Bardem brings a magnetic menace to Pablo Escobar, the Colombian drug lord who became a global legend. While Narcos might have told his story better, Bardem adds emotional complexity and unpredictability that reminds us why Escobar was both feared and strangely admired.
When I didn't have a peso, would you have noticed me back then? With no planes and no trips.
Number 11, Lucky Luciano, Mobsters, 1991.
And on and on and on. You know what I call that? Stupid. Very, very stupid.
Christian Slater plays a young version of Charles Lucky Luciano, one of the Mafia's founding fathers. The movie is style over substance, with 90s flair and slick action, but it introduces audiences to the man who helped turn gangsters into businessmen.
You know, something I've been meaning to ask you about your nephew, Joe. He was a pal of mine.
Number 10, Henry Hill, Goodfellas, 1990.
Just whoever fucking controls it, just no place cold, all right? Do that for me. I'm doing it.
Ray Liotta brings swagger and self-destruction to Henry Hill, a real-life mobster who turned FBI informant. Martin Scorsese's classic film is told through Hill's eyes, making us complicit in his rise and fall. From funny how to the final rap moment, it's a masterclass in gangster storytelling.
Everybody had their hands out. Everything was for the taking. And now it's all over.
Number 9, Whitey Bulger, Black Mass, 2015.
Promise, huh? I promise. We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Johnny Depp transforms, physically and emotionally, into Boston's most terrifying mob boss. The icy eyes, the deadpan voice, and the sense of creeping violence. Chilling, Bulger's relationship with the FBI adds a fascinating twist to this true crime tale. It's a Depp role you'll never forget.
What the fuck did you marinate this steak in? Because it's out of this world. You killed.
Number 8, Al Capone, The Untouchables, 1987.
Order in the court! Order!
Robert De Niro gained 30 pounds to play the most iconic gangster in US history.
Get this fuck where he breathes. I want you to find this Nancy boy Elliot Ness. I want him dead. I want his family dead.
His version of Capone is loud, proud, and power-drunk. While the movie is a bit stylized, De Niro's performance is operatic, a fitting tribute to the man who ruled Chicago like a king.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Number 7, Richie Roberts, American Gangster, 2007.
Police! Drop it! Get out!
Russell Crowe's character may not be the gangster, he's the cop, but he plays opposite Frank Lucas in a way that makes their cat-and-mouse game legendary, based on a real man who took down Lucas and then became his defense attorney. Wild, right?
To the United States, and he's been doing so on a regular basis since 1969.
Number 6, Carlo Gambino, The Valachi Papers, 1972.
Terrifying indictment. A chilling accusation.
While Carlo isn't a lead character, the film captures his essence through the mafia's structure. The movie shows how Gambino rose quietly, without the violence of others, to become one of the most powerful mob bosses in history. It's subtle and deadly accurate.
A friend rather than a lawyer, who will lead you in circles and take your money.
Number 5, John Dillinger, Public Enemies, 2009. Johnny Depp again, but this time as the dashing Depression-era bank robber John Dillinger, a folk hero to some and a menace to others. Dillinger's real story is romanticized here, but the charisma is undeniable. The trench coats, Tommy guns, and getaway cars, gangster gold. Number 4, Paul Castellano, Gotti, 1996.
Nobody knows who killed Frank and the Chico, so don't ask.
While not the best film technically, Armand Asante's performance as Paul Castellano is intense. Castellano was the boss before Gotti, and his assassination outside a Manhattan steakhouse was one of the boldest moves in mob history. The film nails that tension. Number 3. Nicky Barnes, Mr. Untouchable, 2007. This documentary brings the real Nicky Barnes to life, and he narrates it himself. Known as the Harlem heroin king, Barnes was flashy, fearless, and fateful in his downfall. Hearing his story in his own words, combined with dramatizations, makes this a unique entry in the gangster genre. Number 2. Vincent Gigante, The Wannabe, 2015.
I was invited by Junior. Wait. You saying you're with Junior?
Vincent the Chin Gigante was a mafia boss who wandered the streets in a bathrobe to fake mental illness. While his full story hasn't been told in a major movie, The Wannabe captures that offbeat, paranoid vibe. Gigante remains one of the most bizarre mobsters in history.
How much? 50K. 50K, we get not guilty?
Number 1. Donnie Brasco, 1997.
And I know, you know.
Right. The fuck are you talking about?
Okay, so Donnie wasn't technically a gangster. He was FBI agent Joe Pistone, undercover for 6 years. But Al Pacino's performance as Lefty Ruggiero and Johnny Depp as Brasco give us a heartbreaking view into trust and betrayal in the mob. It's one of the best undercover stories ever told, and it's 100% based on real events.
What's your name, boy?
Donnie Brasco, what's yours?
What are you, New York?
And there you have it. 20 gangsters, 20 unforgettable performances. Whether they were drug lords, hitmen, or mob bosses, these real-life criminals left a mark on the world and the big screen. If you enjoyed this countdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more cinematic deep dives, and drop a comment with your favorite gangster movie character. See you in the next one.